There's a silent war happening, and most people don't even see it. You walk into a room. You're calm. You don't beg for attention. You don't chase validation. You're quiet, but powerful. And without saying a word, you unsettle people, especially women. Not all women, but most modern women. They say they want a strong man. But the truth, they fear the man who doesn't need them. They say they want honesty. But the moment you speak truth without sugarcoating it, they call you cold. You're not rude. You're not arrogant. You just know your worth and you don't put on a mask. But that, my friend, is exactly why 98% of modern women hate the Sigma male. Today, I'll break down the 4 brutal reasons why your silence threatens them, why your independence repels them, and why you should never change. Let's begin. Number 1, they can't control you, and that terrifies them. Control is often disguised as concern. Why are you always so distant? Why don't you open up more? Why don't you just do what other guys do? Translation: why can't I control you like I control the rest? Sigma males don't follow the script. You don't text back in 5 seconds. You don't show up with flowers every Friday. You don't need constant affirmation. And for many modern women raised on social media dopamine and fairy tale fantasies, that's infuriating. Most are used to emotionally manipulating men, using silence as punishment, weaponizing affection, rewarding weakness with validation. But that doesn't work on you. You're not rude. You just don't need them to feel whole. And in a world that teaches women to be the prize, meeting a man who's not chasing them can feel like rejection, even when it's not. It bruises the ego. That's why they call you cold, emotionally unavailable, or toxic. Because you're the only kind of man they can't bend to their will, and that, more than anything, makes them furious. Number 2, your independence shines a light on their insecurity. Modern society has sold a dangerous lie that attention equals value. Scroll Instagram, swipe TikTok. It's all about who's watching, who's reacting, who's chasing. But Sigma males, you don't chase, you create. You don't follow, you build. You don't measure your worth in likes or flirty emojis. You measure it in discipline, solitude, and peace. And that's where the problem begins. Because when a woman who's addicted to attention meets a man who gives her none, she's forced to look in the mirror. She's forced to ask, what do I really bring to the table? Not physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And if she's been coasting on superficial beauty or charm, the truth stings. You expose her insecurity, not because you're arrogant, but because your silence makes her hear her own thoughts. Your independence makes her question her dependence. And deep down, she resents you for that. You don't hate her, but she might hate you, because being near you reminds her she hasn't built herself. Number 3, you don't play the game, and that breaks their script. Let's be honest, modern dating is a performance. Text games, delayed replies, fake interest, Insta stories made for jealousy. It's not love, it's manipulation. But the Sigma male doesn't play games. You don't breadcrumb, you don't seek drama, you don't post thirst traps. You're real. And in today's world, real is rare, and rare is confusing. Women who are used to predictable responses, men jumping at every flirty glance, don't know what to do with a man who simply observes. They try to provoke. You don't react. They test your emotions. You remain centered. They flirt, ghost, and come back. You've already moved on. Your stability breaks their script. And when someone can't manipulate your attention, they either level up or lash out. Most lash out because they don't want to build trust. They want power, And if they can't win, they'd rather call you names than look inwards. You're not broken. You're just not programmable. And in a society built on performance, that's the ultimate threat. Number 4, your self-mastery makes you unreachable. Here's the deepest truth. Most modern women don't hate you for what you do. They hate you for what they can't do to you. They can't rattle your peace. They can't seduce you with attention. They can't control you with silence. Because you've mastered the hardest thing a man can master, yourself. You know your triggers. You choose your words. You stay in your lane. You're not emotionless, but you're not enslaved by your emotions either. You live by principles, not by impulse. And that kind of power, it makes you unreachable. Not because you're trying to be distant, but because you've chosen clarity over chaos, purpose over pleasure, growth over games. So when a woman tries to test you and you don't bite, when she tries to seduce you with drama and you walk away, she sees it. She sees that she can't shake your foundation. She can't move a man who's already rooted in himself. And for someone who's used to being the storm, meeting a mountain is terrifying. Conclusion. The truth is simple but not easy to accept. Most modern women hate Sigma males, not because you're flawed, but because you reveal theirs. Your silence reveals their noise. Your discipline reveals their chaos. Your emotional mastery reveals their games. But this isn't a call for bitterness. It's a call for awareness. You were never meant to fit in. You were built to stand out, to stand alone if needed. So stop asking why they don't like you. Start asking why you need them to. Because the world doesn't reward the man who chases validation. It rewards the man who chases purpose. Keep building. Keep mastering yourself. And when the rare woman comes along who sees you, not just your silence, she'll love you not in spite of your nature, but because of it. Until then, be unshakable. Be untamed. Be a Sigma. If this message hit home, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your story below. Let's build a brotherhood of men who don't chase, but lead. This is more than a video. This is a movement. Stay sharp. Stay silent. We'll see you in the next one.